So yes, I said to my flatmate one morning while I was at the University of East Anglia that I wanted to be an astronaut. I was like, well, why not want to be an astronaut? Like, really? There was one British astronaut now, like Tim Peake, and there was actually another British astronaut earlier on. I can't remember what her name was. Sorry, but yeah, like I think like being an astronaut ought to be like a more regular thing. And yeah, I saw Interstellar that inspired me, and I saw Ad Astra now. I thought that was a really great film. And that space antenna at the beginning, that thing. Like, I reckon out of, yeah, certain materials, we ought to be able to build one of those. And I'm like, why not build it? Just to see how high we can build. Like, to see, like, what the tallest structure we can build is. Like, as for an antenna, like, for picking up signals or like for communications purposes in a more general sense, I doubt it would lack utility, would it? Like an antenna that big. Sure, we could find some use for it, sure. Like, I don't know, like, I, Ad Astra, like, it seemed to me like it was informed by decent science, or that the antenna would have, because it said in the not so distant future, right? Things like this shall come to pass. And yeah, so I assume there's a logic there to some extent underpinning it, and that like such a device would have, or such a structure would have utility, and yeah, it would need to be like uh, repaired and maintained by astronauts. It's like climbing out on its surface at like goodness knows how high it is, right? I mean, like 100,000 feet. I don't know, like yeah, like several miles or a 2 mile high antenna. Like, can we build such a thing? What, I don't know. Like, it's awe inspiring. Yeah, we should inspire awe. I think awe is a brilliant thing to inspire in people and to yeah say like yeah to look upon our works and what we're capable of and our sophistication and yeah, where we've come to in terms of our technical and scientific progress, and what we're capable of building, I think is important. I do, I really do. I think it's very, very important to do these things. And yeah, it's to leave something behind, and it's to state that there might be a certain way forward, and for all of us, for our own betterment, and to grow up with an ambition like to be an astronaut or to fly planes at Mach 12, jump out of weather balloons at 120,000 feet, falling faster than a bullet, where if you get in a spin you have 10 seconds to get out of it, otherwise you black out and you're dead. I think I'd like to do these things. I've looked into like base jumping courses, which is what I need to do to eventually progress on, I think, to space diving, and then which is what that is. That's jumping out of that weather balloon, and then but base jumping courses are very expensive. I cannot afford them. Skydiving courses I actually probably couldn't afford those either. But like a few £1,000 usually. I don't have it. I don't have the money. And yeah, but God, what I'd give to do that. I'd give anything to go to space. I really would. I'd love to go up there. I think it'd be amazing. It'd be the greatest thing, I could do. I've always dreamed of doing it. And I, grew up with Virgin Galactic on the TV. Thinking, how they're doing this now? Oh, it's like 10 years away. Brilliant. This is happening. 10 years in the future, like, yeah, it'll be just for rich people in the beginning, but like eventually we'll all be up there. That off the back of that will come some deeper space exploration and mining, and who knows what will get thrown into space and rocketry and everything else. It didn't really happen quite like that. It was taking a very long time. I don't know. But it's a little stultifying to have to. And then one thinks that what if no one else is doing it, I ought to be the engine of progress then, or the agent of progress, and I should take it upon myself to see if these things are possible, what I'm imagining, and these huge rockets made of hemp thermoplastics, for instance, to take us to Neptune, eventually, and to the outer solar system, and beyond it to the Oort cloud, and to find out what's out there, to really explore our entire solar system and its various layers of minerality, should we say, and these shielding bodies on the outside of it, these rocky comets infested regions of our outer solar system. Should I claim the Oort cloud? I hereby claim the Oort cloud. No, I don't. I'll leave it. I'll let someone else have it. I'm nice like this. I don't already claim it. I'm actually that. That's a bizarre proxy. Oh Jesus, maybe I'm evil. I don't want to be evil at all. No. I just want to fly fast planes. I didn't want to do that, yeah. I could have done that, I think. If I'd been steered in the right direction, if I'd been steered towards maths and science, or maths and physics, I'd have done, like, engineering, and I could have been a fighter pilot, maybe, if I hadn't smoked cigarettes. If I had really a family who believes in science. And recognising my inclinations in that area and fostering it and valuing it. Agriculture even is a science, yeah. My mother wouldn't understand. Sort of fairy tales and woo. Spiritual gobbledygook. Like we choose our lives before we're born. I know. I was like kids who get killed or like molested choose their lives before they're born. What are you trying to suggest? And then, like, does the molester choose the life of the molester? Or is it's like demonology. It's like unsubstantiated, without rational support either, just. I remember a time in my life where my knowledge of the world was substantially lacking. When I didn't, for instance, know how old the world was. And that's really interesting because my perspective on it back then was very different. I sort of obviously see the moon every day, right? So, or like very often. Sometimes not because it's cloudy, yes, but yeah. So I got the impression that nature tends towards things being round. There's lots of round things in nature, like lots of fruits are round, or like raindrops are round. Yeah, there's a certain tendency for things to become round. Like, if you well, I know there's like a tendency for things to become flat as well. I don't know. Yeah, nature's weird. It's cool though. It's bizarre. It's just like a bumpkin thing to want to be like an astronaut. Yeah, like got the antenna. Like I'd love to go out on that. Just climb around on it. Go fix something on it. Like go fix a satellite dish on the antenna. I just like have like 4G video calls. Be like, hey, look, guess where I am at the moment? Like on social media, just like yeah, like just and you're like some huge distance above the earth. Just got that in the background. Like that'd be fucking cool, would it not? I reckon space would be amazing. Or like doing those sorts of things would be amazing. I'd love to live in a future where we give people possibilities like this for things to do in their life. Yeah, like going where few dare to tread. I don't know, but I mean, oh, I'd love to do it. Yes, I'd do that. Of course I would. Yes, I would. I'd jump out of a weather balloon. I definitely would. Yeah. Space dive. I'd climb on the antenna. I'd jump off the antenna. Yeah, I guess you could base jump. I want to be the first one to do it. I want to be the first person to do that. Or do I? I don't care, I'll do it. I mean, yeah. Yes. That would be fun. I'd like to do that. I'd like to be an astronaut. Hopefully we'll have the huge rockets. And yeah, hopefully I'll get to be an astronaut. And so will lots of other people who want to be astronauts. If they want, eventually, and they become more mainstream, possibly. One would hope. Surely. Yeah, it needs to be more mainstream. More people need to be able to do it or want to do it. Yeah. Try and do this.